Hey guys, I want to talk to you a little bit about recognizing pronouns since we're starting a new unit. For this video, you need to have, if you have it available, 121, worksheet 121 that you should have downloaded already. And we're going to go through and talk about the top like we do in class. Rule number one tells you that a pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun. And number two is an antecedent. The antecedent is the word that the pronoun stands for. That might be a word that you've not heard used before. I know you know what pronouns are, but let's look at this sentence. This is your example in your book on your paper that you're looking at. Jesus Christ is God. He died to atone for our sins. I know that you see the pronoun here, he. He is our pronoun. And we need to try to find the antecedent now. What is the word or words that he took the place of? That's the antecedent, and that is Jesus Christ. That's who he is referring to when we say he. So this right here is the antecedent, and that's what that means. And then number three, it gives you a list of various kinds of pronouns. We're going to go through this really quickly because right now you don't have to know this. It's just good to know that there are different kinds. The personal pronoun talks about the speaker, the person that you're talking to, or the person that you're talking about. So a personal pronoun is referring to a person. Interrogative pronouns just begin sentences: who, whom, whose, which, what. Demonstrative pronouns, you use that when you're pointing out something. This chair, that stool, these cookies, those papers. Those are demonstrative pronouns when you're pointing something, anything out, a person or a thing, it doesn't matter. Indefinite pronouns, you use those when you don't know what it's talking about. They usually don't have an antecedent, like anybody, somebody, either, each, some. There's nothing definite that you're talking about. That's why they're called indefinite pronouns. And then the compound pronouns are just a pronoun connected with self or selves, like yourself, myself, themselves. Those are compound pronouns. And then the relative pronouns, this is the tricky one, I think. Those are used to begin dependent clauses. They usually come right after the noun or pronoun that they're modifying. And I've got a couple examples here for you. The book, when it was finally returned, was torn and stained. This right here is an adjective clause modifying or describing book. The word that it starts with, when, that's a relative pronoun right here. The runner who won the race, trained hard. Here's another one here. It comes right after the noun that it's modifying. It's beginning a clause or a phrase right here. It's a clause. The runner who won the race, right here. Here's another relative pronoun. So that's what those are. But like I said, we don't have to remember the kinds right now. Just be aware that there are different kinds. And then I wanted to go over the first sentence in your book today. Dad said he would not let Erin cross the street by herself. What we're doing is we're looking for pronouns and their antecedents. So first of all, let's go through here and find the pronouns first. Dad said he would not let Erin cross the street by herself. So our first pronoun we come to, and let's see, you have to circle the pronoun, so that's what we're going to do. Dad said he, that's a pronoun, would not let Erin cross the street by herself. There's another pronoun. That's a compound pronoun. It's her connected to self. So, but we have two pronouns in this sentence. Now we're going to find out what they stand for, what noun they're taking the place of. We're going to find their antecedent. So Dad said he. Who is the he referring to? It's referring to Dad, right? So Dad is the antecedent for he. We're going to box that. And then would not let Erin cross the street by herself. Who is herself talking about? Herself is referring back to Erin. So Erin is the antecedent for herself. Okay, so that's the answer to number one on your exercise that you have to do today. Watch this as many times as you need to. I'll see you tomorrow.